Hello, guys. Good news from Canada. Yes, good news, just like I have anticipated. Now, the attestation letter that many of you have been waiting for the updates is here. Schools in Canada have started issuing attestation letters to international students. Yes. For some time, many of you have been like skeptical to the extent that you reached out to me and were saying, Osa Comedy, I don't know this attestation letter format, how it is going to be like. I will apply for admission. I will not be applying for attestation letter before we apply for visa. No. And for those of you who reached out to me, if you could remember, I told you, I said, I have a feeling that it is going to be the school that will get this attestation letter for you. And behold, that is exactly what has happened. Now, you want to go and study in Canada because before now, there was nothing like attestation letter. This attestation letter was just introduced this year. And we were told earlier this year that we have to wait till March to get more clarity as regards this attestation letter. And behold, that clarity many of you have been waiting for, it is right here. Now, British Columbia and Alberta, or Alberta, like many of you would want to call it, are the ones who have started issuing attestation letters to international students. Yes, and now we have an idea of how international students are going to get these attestation letters from their various schools, which is something I want to discuss with you here. There is no need to panic anymore because I realize that many of you were having this tension of how they want to do this thing. How am I going to get attestation letter? You don't need to bother. That attestation letter is not your headache. It not concern you. All you have to do is just do what is needed from you. Everything will fall into place. Now, to get attestation letter, this is how you are going to get it. If you apply, you will have to first apply like you used to apply for admission to a Canadian school. And also, for those who are just joining me, let me state categorically clear here. That school will have to be a DLI. And also, you have to make sure that that school offer postgraduate work permit eligible programs. Now, after submitting application to this school, if admission is given to you, that school will require you to pay a certain minimum tuition deposit for them to hold your space for you. Mind you, this money is part of your tuition fee. So they may require you to pay, let's say this school, let's say their tuition fee a year is 12,000 Canadian dollars. They may require you to pay 2,000 or 3,000 as tuition deposit. And after this payment, this is when that school, you will get your letter of acceptance from them. And that your school will be the one to get your attestation letter from the province for you. Now, it is like this. After you pay your tuition fee, that minimum tuition deposit, that your school will now reach out to the province to let them know that Mr. This, Mrs. That, or Mrs. This applied to come and study in their school. They gave you admission. You have paid the minimum required tuition deposit. And now they want to apply for attestation letter for you. It is going to be this school that will apply for this attestation letter. And after they get this attestation letter, this school will send this attestation letter to you via email. This is going to be the format because Alberta and British Columbia. This is what they are currently doing. So for those of you who have been thinking, I'm going to be the one to get attestation letter. No, don't worry. Get admission. Pay the required minimum tuition deposit. The school will do the rest. This is just the format. And also, it is very, very important to note here, without the attestation letter, you will not get student visa. You will not get study permit. So this attestation letter is one of the documents that you will need to apply for your visa. And also, let me state here, I have heard some news now saying some schools have increased their tuition deposit. Yes. So if you are applying to any school, it is within your right to ask that school or to check the website properly, where the information regarding international students are, to see their minimum tuition deposit. If it's the one you cannot afford, it is very good you know, because I have realized that a lot of people will apply for admission. After applying for admissions, and admissions have been given to them, they will not be saying, Musa Comedy, the minimum tuition deposit I saw is big, 3,000 Canadian dollars. That is too big. But this is something you ought to have taken note of when you were applying for admission to that school. So it is very, very important. Do your due diligence. And also, let me say this, especially to those of you who will be seeking the services of a travel agent. If you want to use your travel agent to do your Canada student visa this year, I will advise you, follow your travel agent bumper to bumper. This one is not like last year, because somebody reached out to me this morning and that person was telling me that she just got denied her Canada student visa. I asked her what was the reason. She said after they requested for the GCMS note, they now realized that it was stated that the source of her income was not clearly stated. That was the reason why she was denied. And she used a travel agent. Normally, the travel agent is supposed to establish that thing for her, because that is what you are paid for as a travel agent, to make sure that you put all the required documents together and submit this application. But at the end of the day, this was the fault that led to her being denied. So if you say you are using somebody this year, let me tell you, for those of you who will see travel agents, you will be addressing travel agent as if travel agent is a god. Travel agent is a human being like you. It is within your right to know the documents the travel agent will be using. It is within your right to know the content of your application. Don't go and stay at home and be waiting for travel agent to deliver. Because even though you are not a travel agent, even though you have not processed a visa before, for those of you who are following me, I have done a lot of videos on this, and I will still be doing videos in the coming days and coming weeks. Those videos will help you to check your travel agent properly. If there is something he has failed to add, you can tell him, Oga, Madam, this paper is not here. Please add it to. I don't want to be denied, though. Because the reason why you have to do this is this. Even if you get denied your visa, Oga, travel agent or Madam travel agent must collect their processing fee from you. So at the end of the day, you will be at the receiving end of the loss. So if you are thinking, my travel agent is handling it, if you get denied, you will not do him anything. You will not do her anything. But he or she will still collect processing fee from you. So if that is the case, don't you think you have to follow them up bumper to bumper? Then they will now have documents that will eventually lead to your denial. No, this year, if you want to travel this year, start bracketing, like we said in our pidgin balance. Start to the bracket your travel agent. Anything we want to do today, Oga, what will they do today? He say, hey, bring this document, you give them. You say we'll be doing your own research. Do your research to know the documents that are needed. I have done video on this and I will still be doing video on this too. So that whatever documents your travel agent fail to ask you, you let him know that so document is supposed to be added and he or she haven't really asked you. So, like I said, if you are denied visa, it is not your travel agent, it is you. And your travel agent will collect processing fee. So, follow them bumper to bumper this year. Now, so it be. So, in the comment section of this video, let me know the information you guys need so that I can do a video on it. Now that this attestation letter is becoming clearer, I guess I will be dropping videos on studying in Canada, bumper to bumper, and videos on more affordable schools here in the US will be coming your way very, very soon. Please support me by sharing this video and also subscribe to my channel and give this video a big like so that YouTube can recommend this video to other people who might have interest. So thank you for your support, guys. We just clocked 25K. I love you guys. Respect.